It's time for HBU. It's time for HBU Huskies baseball. This is HBU Huskies baseball on your home for Houston Baptist University Athletics, the Husky Sports Network. The Husky Sports Network is powered by the Legacy Sports Network. And HBU Baseball is brought to you by these corporate partners of HBU Athletics: Houston Federal Credit Union, the Memorial Hermann Healthcare System, Pepsi, IBEW Local 716, Firehouse Subs, Kolache Factory, HUB International, and Doubletree Suites Hotels. Now it's just about time for the first pitch, so let's go out to the ballpark and get ready for HBU Huskies baseball.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome into today's broadcast of HBU Huskies baseball. I'm Russ Renault, Director of Media Relations for the HBU Athletic Department, welcoming you here to Husky Field for today's doubleheader between your HBU Huskies and the Rhode Island Rams. We're getting started today, the first of two games, with an 11 o'clock first pitch. The Huskies dropped yesterday's game by a score of 5-4 to the Rams. Rhode Island going to 2-2 on the season. The Huskies falling to 3-2 in that game. Brett McManus came through with the go-ahead RBI in the top of the ninth inning, giving the Rams the 5-4 lead they would hold on to. The Huskies stranding the potential tying run at third base. Greg Cavalier went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run for Rhode Island. McManus 1 for 1 with a pair of RBIs and a run scored. For the Huskies, Blake Thomas drove in all 4 runs, went 3 for 4. Tyler DePretta Johnson went 2 for 3. And Brandon Brents went 1 for 3 and scored twice for HBU. The winning pitcher in the game was Vitaly Jangles. Gave up 1 run on 3 hits and 2 innings pitched. He struck out 1 and picked up his first win of the season. The save went to Tyler Bars, also his first of the year. Loss went to JT Jacoby. He's now 0-1 on the year. The starters, Christian Timms went 5 innings for HBU, and Tyler Wilson went 6 innings for Rhode Island. So we've got 3 more games here between the Huskies and the Rams, beginning with the 2 today. I have the second game coming up about 30 minutes after this one. In between, we'll have a presentation for head coach Jared Moon on becoming HBU's all-time wins leader. So when we come back here on the HBU Baseball pregame show, we'll sit down with the head coach, Jared Moon, get his thoughts on today's games. You're listening to HBU Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you a graduate of Houston Baptist University? Did you know the value of your degree increases when you actively participate in the HBU Alumni Association? Your Alumni Association actively supports the growth, retention, and ranking of our school by our scholarship efforts. Husky Alumni Network volunteers actively work to recruit the best and brightest to HBU, and we promote and support programs intended to build a growing network of people committed to quality, higher Christian education through our alumni scholarship efforts. We also work to strengthen the bond between our university and the community, and we're your connection to over 18,000 fellow alumni, mostly in and around the Houston metro area. Log on to learn more about our mission and your privileges and benefits at hbu.edu/alumni. And find us via social media on Facebook at the Houston Baptist University Alumni Association page and on Twitter and Instagram at HBU_alumni. But no matter how you do it, connect with the HBU Alumni Association, because a strong alumni base equals a strong HBU. And it's packed with free service.
Back on the HBU Huskies baseball pregame show, Russ Renaud joined now by head coach Jared Moon. And Jared, in the series opener against Rhode Island, suffered a 5-4 loss, tough one-run ball game, and got to their starting pitcher early, but he got stronger as the game went on. You couldn't knock him out.
Well, yeah, he was struggling early on. I think he was at 60 some odd pitches within 3 innings. So, then all of a sudden our hitters just kind of lost their approach mentally. Started swinging at a bunch of first pitches, and I told him after the game, if a guy's going to struggle, let him struggle. We just got him off the hook a few times, but the difference in the ball game, I think, when we got the rundown between second and third and didn't get the out in time, the guy got to second base. If we get the out before he gets to second base, keep him at first, he don't end up scoring that inning. 2 walks that scored late in the ball game, just a wild pitch with the guy at second gets him to third, and then the routine ground ball he scores. So, just the little things like that. And I told him after the game, that's the difference between good and great. Just the small things, everything, one pitch, one ground ball, one at bat can change the outcome of the ball game. So we've got to be locked in and stay on a high that we were on when we played U of H. That's the team we want to see. Mentally, and if we can do that between our ears, then we should have a good outcome.
Yeah, and it seems here in the early part of the season, I guess that's what it's for. It's that you are able to teach some of those lessons. There are things that you can point to in every game that will determine the outcome.
Yeah, and I like the close ball games because it usually keeps everybody locked in the game. But I think 4 of our 5 games have been 1-run ball games already. So in the 2 of them, I think we should have won. We very good chance that we could be 5-0 right now. But on the flip side, if we do a couple things wrong, we could be 1-4. But it's early. We're still learning some things about some guys, what they can do, what they're struggling with. But we just got to do a better job offensively. I think we made through 7 innings, we made one out on the ground. Everything was in the air. The approaches just weren't there like they need to be, and so hopefully we can make that adjustment today and come out and win the first one and take care of business the second one.
All right, well, good luck today, Coach.
Thank you.
This is head coach Jared Moon. You're listening to the HBU Baseball pregame show. We'll be right back with the first pitch after this.
Are you looking for a totally free checking account? Houston Federal Credit Union has it, and it's packed with free services like mobile banking with person-to-person transfers and mobile bill pay. And Houston Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of HBU athletics. So stop by their office at 6808 Bentliff Drive and experience a better way of banking. Visit HoustonFCU.org for more information. Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCAA.
You just hit the flavor motherload. Guaranteed delicious. Firehouse subs are packed beyond belief with steaming hot premium meats and cheeses. Starting at only $5.49, it's gourmet subs without the gourmet prices. Just look at our club on a sub. And by look, he means try. Smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, melty Monterey Jack, and bacony bacon.
Firehouse subs.
Starting at only $5.49. One bite, one taste, you're hooked.
Russ Renaud back on the HBU Huskies pregame show. Time now for the starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Rhode Island Rams with a record of 2-2. Head coach is Rafael Serrato in his 3rd season. Leading off and playing left field for the Rams will be Greg Cavalier. Batting second and playing center field is Jordan Powell. Batting third at second base is Chris Hess. Batting cleanup, the catcher Martin Figueroa. Batting fifth, the DH, Sonny Uliana. Batting sixth in right field is Mike Corin. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Matt O'Neill. And batting eighth, the first baseman, Brett McManus. Rounding out the lineup for Rhode Island is the shortstop, Lawrence Hill. On the mound for the Rams is right-hander Nick Johnson. And for your HBU Huskies, under head coach Jared Moon, a 3-2 record. Leading off and playing left field is Spencer Halloran. Batting second in right field is Brandon Brents. Batting third at third base is Austin Zellweger. Batting cleanup, the center fielder Joe Van Marter. And batting fifth, the catcher Jake Poulshawn. Batting sixth at first base is Kerry Jones. Batting 7th, the DH, Matt Heck. And batting 8th, the second baseman, Jack Fitzgerald. And batting 9th, the shortstop, Tyler DePretta Johnson. On the mound today for the Huskies is Zach Carter. We'll be right back with the first pitch after this.
The bond between our university and the community, and we're your connection to over 18,000 fellow alumni.
The good news is America is coming back. More jobs, more building, more of what makes our country great. And more cities and towns, more small businesses and big corporations are choosing the highly skilled, highly trained members of the IBEW to do the work. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is committed to doing the job right, on time, safely. America's making a big comeback, and the IBEW is proud to do our part.
At third base, number 15, Hoffman.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and example just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Excuse me, is that your Diet Pepsi?
Sofia Vergara. Hi, yeah, this is my Diet Pepsi. I love Diet Pepsi.
Do you love every sip?
Nothing is better than drinking a refreshing Diet Pepsi and just reveling in its crisp, delicious taste.
Well, you know what they say. If you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, it was meant to be.
So I should set this Diet Pepsi free and wait for it to come back. Then it'll be more delicious than ever. Would you hold my Diet Pepsi for me?
I'd love to.
Thank you. What happens now?
Go, get out of here. It can't come back to you if you're standing next to it.
Thanks, Sophia. I'll wait for you, Diet Pepsi.
The only thing better than an ice-cold Diet Pepsi is a free ice-cold Diet Pepsi.
Love every sip at dietpepsi.com.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
And welcome to Husky Field on this beautiful Saturday morning. First game of a doubleheader between HBU and Rhode Island. Russ Renault here bringing you both of today's games. Have the second game coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So get out here to the ballpark on this beautiful, little cool, crisp day here in Houston. But not a cloud in the sky. It's about 59 degrees. With the wind blowing out to the north at about 12 miles per hour. So bring a light jacket, get out here to Husky Field, and watch this doubleheader between HBU and the Rhode Island Rams. We can't make it. Glad you're watching on YouTube and listening on the Legacy Sports Network. Zach Carter is on the mound for the Huskies, the sophomore right-hander. 5'10", 170 pounds from Arlington, Texas, and Pantego Christian Academy. Zach comes in with a 1-0 record, 5.40 ERA. Last week against Fordham, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned on 5 hits, with 7 strikeouts and a walk in 5 innings. Huskies won that game against the Fordham Rams 13-5. He'll be facing Greg Cavalier, Jordan Powell, and Chris Hess to lead it off for URI here in the top of the first inning. Cavalier, a switch hitter, will be batting from the left side. He and Martin Figueroa, both switch hitters. Those are the only left-handed bats in the lineup for Rhode Island. So now Carter winds and delivers the first pitch, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. So now the 0-1 misses down and in. Cavalier yesterday 2 for 4 with a double. 2 RBIs and a run scored. There's a chopper in the hole at short, backhanded by DePretta Johnson. Makes the long throw over to first. It's not in time, an infield single for Cavalier. So leadoff base runner on for the Rams here in the first inning.
Number 23, Jordan Powell.
Brings up Jordan Powell. The center fielder, 6 foot 215 from Kingwood, Texas, went to Kingwood Park High School. Shows bunt here, and he gets it down the third baseline. Zellweger with a bare hand. The scoop by Kerry Jones is in time. So Powell is out on a great play by Zellweger, but that moves up Cavalier to second.
Second baseman, number 7, Chris Hess.
Sacrifice bunt for Powell. Now Chris Hess comes to the plate. 1 for 4 yesterday with an RBI. Hitting .333 on the season with 2 triples, an RBI, and 2 runs. Up here with a runner at second and 1 out. Slider from Carter on the inside corner for a strike. As we said, 59 degrees here at game time. Not a cloud in the sky, and the wind blowing in at 12 miles per hour. Carter sets. Spin, the throw towards second. The runner's back in time. Dimensions here at Husky Field, 330 down the lines, 380 in the gaps, 400 on either side of the batter's eye in center field, about 405 to straightaway center. The 0-1 to Hess. Chopper in the hole, and that gets past Zellweger. Runner will be held at third. So it's a base hit for Hess, as Zellweger couldn't get to it.
22, Martin Figueroa.
So runners on the corners and 1 out for Rhode Island. Martin Figueroa, the batter. Senior catcher, 5'11", 205 from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Swinging a drive to center field. Van Marter coming in, makes a diving catch, but that will score a run on the sacrifice fly. Great play by Joe. His first start in center field. He and Spencer Halloran trading places today. So URI out to an early 1-0 lead. Brings up Sonny Uliana. freshman designated hitter. 6 foot 210 from South Hackensack, New Jersey. Uliana went 1 for 4 yesterday for the season now, hitting .467, 7 for 15, a double, a triple, 4 driven in, and 2 runs scored. Up and in from Carter for a ball. Swung on and driven to right. Brandon Brents is there and makes the catch for the third out, but the Rams pick up a run on a pair of hits. Head to the bottom of the first. URI 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
I've been waiting for days to come like this, better than ever before. And now
we know travel isn't what it used to be. By the time you get where you're going, you've been through it all. So what if you knew there was a hotel that understands how hard your journey's been and spends all its time making up for it? At DoubleTree by Hilton, with more than 325 wonderful destinations around the world, we welcome our guests with a warm chocolate chip cookie. Our cookie serves as a symbol of our commitment to turn every little detail of your stay into a delight, preparing every comfort with care, making every touch special and every gesture true, giving that extra attention to the simple things, bringing humanity back to business and leisure travel so you can reconnect, relax, play, focus, smile. Welcome to DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Russ Renault back here at Husky Field. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Rhode Island out to a 1-0 lead on a sac fly in the top of the first inning. For the Huskies, leading it off be Spencer Halloran, followed by Brandon Brents and Austin Zellweger. On the mound today for URI, junior right-hander Nick Johnson. Johnson, 6'3", 205 from Worcester, Mass. Worcester Academy. Johnson on the season has made 1 start. Took a no decision last weekend. 1.50 ERA, 1 run in 6 innings. Struck out 10 with 2 walks. It'll be Spencer Halloran to lead it off for HBU. Spencer yesterday 0 for 5. It's the first time this season he has not reached base. So now Halloran hitting an even 300 with a double, a triple, a home run, 5 driven in, and 6 runs scored. Defense for Nick Johnson, his battery mate is Figueroa. McManus at first, Hess at second, Hill at short, and O'Neill at third. First pitch on the way to Halloran is inside for a ball. In the outfield, Cavalier in left, Powell in center, and Corrin, who started at third base yesterday, is in right field. The 1-0 to Halloran. Driven to center, Powell coming in. Won't get there, and it's a leadoff base hit for Spencer Halloran.
Right fielder number 2, Brandon Brents.
Head coach Jared Moon over in the third base coach's box going through the signs. Volunteer assistant coach Brent Schmidt is over at first base. Pitching coach is Xavier Hernandez. Bench coach Russell Stockton. Brent shows bunt. Pulls it back and takes ball 1 inside. Brandon 1 for 3 yesterday with a pair of walks and scored twice. He's hitting .227 on the year with 3 doubles, 2 driven in, and 5 runs scored. Halloran, the runner at first. A throw over. So Brent steps back in. Johnson takes a glance over at first. And now comes set. Pitch on the way. Brent shows bunt again, and that pitch misses up and away for a ball. 2-0. O'Neill well in on the grass at third base. The pitch, and Brent's is swinging away and fouls that one back. So O'Neill still well in on the grass at third. And that ball is outside, and it's 3-1. Huskies in their white pinstripe pants. White pants with a blue pinstripe and thick orange pinstripe down the side today. Blue tops with the HBU in block orange across the front. Military appreciation caps today, camo with the blue bill. Runner goes, a swing and a foul back, and the count goes full to Brents. On the cap, and interlocking HBU with the American flag in the middle. For the Rams, robin egg blue pants, the navy tops with the robin egg blue trim. Navy caps with the interlocking R&I. Runner goes, 3-2 pitch, and a swing and a foul back by Brents. So Johnson takes a look over at Halloran. Throws over it, and Spencer's back in safely. Runner goes again. Another swing and a fly ball to left. Cavalier is there. Drifting over towards the line and makes the catch as he crosses the line for the first out.
Third baseman, number 15, Austin Zillweger.
That'll bring up senior third baseman Austin Zillweger. Austin 1 for 3 yesterday. Now 294 on the season. 1 home run, 3 driven in, and 2 runs scored. Zillweger from Humble, Texas, Tascasita High School, to Wharton County Junior College before coming to HBU last year. Johnson sets. Now the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul back by Zellweger. Halloran bluffed going, held back. So 0-2 count on Zellweger with one out. Halloran, the runner at first, reaching on a leadoff single. And Zellweger takes that ball high for ball one. Johnson comes set. Now the runner goes. Pitches high. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base for Spencer Halloran. That's his first of the season. So now a runner in scoring position for Zellweger and a 2-2 count. Big swing and a foul back by Austin to stay alive. Now Halloran leads away from second. Zellweger with a 2-2 count and one out. Rams with a 1-0 lead. Getting a sac fly by Martin Figueroa in the top of the first inning. The pitch swung on and missed. A strikeout for Nick Johnson for the second out.
Center fielder number 29, Joe Van Marder.
So now that brings up Joe Van Marder, senior center fielder from Anaheim, California. Went to Canyon High School and Cypress College. Joe 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and a run scored. First pitch is down low for a ball. Joe hitting .250 with a double, 2 home runs, 5 driven in, and 4 runs scored. Halloran leads away from second. Pitch misses down low for ball 2. Johnson very deliberate on the mound with a runner on at second. Does not work very quickly. Comes set, checks the runner, and the 2-0 pitch is high and swung on and missed by Van Marder. So Joe probably swung at ball 3 right there in the hitter's count. Two 2-1 from Johnson. Van Marder fouls that one back. It's a 2-2 count, 2 outs, and Spencer Halloran the runner at second. Huskies trailing Rhode Island 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Johnson with the pitch. It's taken low for ball 3. Now the 3-2. And Van Marter fouls it back. Halloran led off the inning with a single. Stole second base. Another payoff pitch to Van Marter is up high for a ball. So Van Marter draws the walk. There's 2 on for Jake Pulshon.
Catcher number 40, Jake Pulshon.
Yesterday, Jake went 0 for 2, drew a walk and scored a run. Huskies leading hitter at an even .400 with a double, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. First pitch from Johnson misses high. There's a strike to even the count on Pulshon. Jake getting his second start behind the plate today. Started the game at first base yesterday. Blake Thomas getting the first game off. We'll likely see him behind the dish in the second game. The swing and a foul back, and Johnson ahead in the count now 1-2. Got Kerry Jones at first base, and he's also in the on-deck circle, and Matt Heck getting the start at DH today. Johnson comes set. Now the pitch on the way, taken low for ball 2. Halloran at second, Van Marter at first. 2-2 to Pulshon. Foul back and will get out of play. Pulshon stands in, another 2-2 pitch due to him from Johnson. Now delivers, they drive into center, and that is down for a base hit. Halloran coming around third. The throw home is in time, but Halloran went around the tag, and the catcher was out on the line, blocking the line. Jared Moon is arguing with home plate umpire Rob Heckendorn. So that ends the inning as Powell throws out Halloran at the plate. So we head to the second inning. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Is it time to buy your first or next car? Let Houston Federal Credit Union help. Their super low rates and easy payment terms can save you a lot of money. Plus, their fast approval will put you behind the wheel of your dream car in no time. Stop by their office near campus at 6808 Bentliff Drive or visit them online at houstonfcu.org and let them help you get the very best deal on your new or pre-owned car or truck. Experience a better way of banking at Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local 716 in Houston, get up for work each day because we believe building schools to code matters. Because building Houston's hospitals correctly saves lives. because training for 10,000 hours makes a difference. That's why we get up, because we want to make a difference. To be the best, hire the best.
IBEW, where skill and value lock arms. The time is now to hire IBEW electricians.
Controversial end to the bottom of the first inning as Spencer Halloran thrown out at the plate on a base hit to center by Jake Fulshon. Jordan Powell made a throw up the third baseline to home plate. Throw came in high. Spencer Halloran trying to get around the catcher Figueroa, who had the baseline blocked, but don't have a replay. But it didn't appear that Figueroa actually tagged him with the ball, even though he was blocking the plate. And Halloran went around him and tagged the home plate, but the out call stood. There's strike one from Zach Carter to Mike Corrin. Corrin, O'Neill, and McManus due up here for Rhode Island. Pitch misses inside, even the count. One pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Corrin yesterday getting the start at third base, is in right field today. 0 for 4, but did score a run. He's batting .286 on the year. 2 home runs, 5 driven in, and 3 runs scored. Slider misses up and in from Carter. Another slider down and in, swung on and missed, and the first strikeout of the game for Zach Carter.
Third baseman, number 9, Matt O'Neill.
Now Matt O'Neill comes to the plate. Seeing his first action of the season, the senior getting the start at third base today. 6'1", 198 from East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Carter. And another swing and a miss, and Zach ahead in the count now, 0-2. Update from Conway, Arkansas. HBU softball team in action this morning against Arkansas Pine Bluff. Coming up after this pitch is a ground ball to second. Fitzgerald backhands it. The off-balance throw to Kerry Jones is in time for the out. So 2 outs here in the top of the second inning with Brett McManus coming to the plate. Husky softball team leading Arkansas Pine Bluff 8-4, bottom of the 5th inning. Huskies getting another home run from Brooke Bushman today. She's 2 for 3. Homered in yesterday's 10-9 victory. Ball one down low to McManus, and Carter comes back with strike one. One pitch is inside and hits McManus. He was hit by a pitch yesterday, but Zach Carter not afraid to come inside. Even when the batters are standing close to the plate. That brings up Lawrence Hill. 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. That was his first hit of the season. Hitting .091, 1 for 11 on the year. Carter throws a couple over to first base to keep McManus close. And that pitch misses just high. Carter comes set. Now the 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, throw down to first. One. Ground ball to short. Tyler DePreta-Johnson scoops it to Jack Fitzgerald for the force out at second. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Coming to you in Living Cola.
The joy of cola. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola. Jumping, just enjoy the ride. Take your time. Joy of bubbles, joy of fun, joy of Pepsi on your tongue. Greatest taste sensation under the sun.
Refreshing Pepsi Cola from the wonderful folks who put the R in cola.
Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the second inning here at Husky Field. You're listening to HBU Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network and watching on YouTube. Thank everybody for tuning in, however you're tuning in today.
Leading off for
You
the
can
Huskies,
get out
the
here
third
to the
baseman,
ballpark.
number 38, Kerry
Maybe a little
Jones.
cool, but it's a beautiful day to be outside. Be Kerry Jones to lead it off for HBU, followed by Matt Heck and then Jack Fitzgerald. Nick Johnson threw 28 pitches in the first inning. Got bailed out by Jordan Powell, who threw out Spencer Halloran at the plate. A very close play, very questionable play. But nonetheless, the call stood up by Rob Heckendorn, the home plate umpire, and it's 1-0 Rhode Island. There's strike one to Kerry Jones. Kerry was the DH in yesterday's game, went 0 for 4. Getting the start at first base with Jake Pulshaw moving behind the plate. Down and into Jones for a ball, and it's 1-1. HBU softball has tacked on another run. They now lead 9-4, bottom of the fifth inning against Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's in Conway, Arkansas. Tournament hosted by Central Arkansas. Heidi Jaquez, the freshman catcher, is 3 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Cassie James, 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 5 driven in. Jones swings and misses to even the count at 2-2. The Huskies still batting. Runners at first and second, bottom of the fifth. In Conway, leading 9-4. Here it's 1-0 Rhode Island. Kerry Jones swings at a 2-2 pitch and misses. And the second strikeout of the game for Nick Johnson. So now the batter will be Matt Heck.
Matt Heck.
Junior designated hitter. Catcher by trade. 5'10", 180 from Midlothian, Texas. Midlothian High School. Pinch hit in yesterday's game. 0 for 1 with a ground out. And Johnson misses away for a ball. Matt on the season 1 for 10 with a run scored. Now the 1-0 pitch, taken for a strike. Johnson winds and delivers. Heck with a swing and a miss, falling behind the count 1-2. The 1-2 misses low to even the count. Two-two pitch to Heck. Matt swings and misses. Another strikeout for Johnson.
Second baseman, number 10, Jack Fitzgerald.
So that brings up the second baseman, Jack Fitzgerald. Junior 5'11", 180 from Mason City, Iowa, Newman Catholic High School. Came to HBU from Kirkwood College. Takes ball one down low. There's a chopper to short. Hill gloves it. And a throw over to first is in time. 1-2-3 inning for Nick Johnson. We head to the third. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy
HBU
Sports
Baseball
Network.
Recording artist Kevin Fowler.
Oh, I love the sound of fast boats racing, rooster tails are flying high. Love to hear all my riding friends rocking, howling at the full moonlight. Love to see those fireflies buzzing, lighting up the southern sky. Yeah, I'm a hell-bent 100% Texan till I die. Like lots of 100% Texans, I love having a good time on the water. But remember, nobody's waterproof. Play it safe. Wear a life jacket and designate a driver for the boat and for a safe ride home. Follow these tips and there'll be a lot more days for you to play in this great state of Texas. Nobody's waterproof, yeah, that's a hell-bent truth, and you know it ain't no lie.
Sponsored by Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Russ Renault back here at Husky Field. We're in the top of the third inning. Rhode Island with a 1-0 lead. Zach Carter to face the top of the order, and Greg Cavalier, Jordan Powell, and Chris Hess for the Rams. Another update from Conway. HBU softball on top of Arkansas Pine Bluff, 12-4. That is in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Huskies have scored 4 runs in that fifth inning. 6th in the fourth inning. Strike one from Carter to Cavalier, and then misses outside with ball one to even the count. It's a swing and a miss for strike two. So that game in Conway has just gone final, a run rule in the fifth inning. HBU softball goes to 6-4 on the year with a 12-4 victory over Arkansas Pine Bluff. There's a swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Zach Carter, his second of the game.
Center fielder number 23, Jordan Powell.
Softball will be back in action this afternoon against ULM, that tournament at Central Arkansas. Get to the Southland Conference scoreboard this inning. Ball one misses down low to Jordan Powell. Powell 0 for 1, grounded out. Actually, doesn't have an official at-bat. Sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Takes strike one from Carter. This bunt moved Greg Cavalier over to second. Cavalier came in to score on a sacrifice fly by Figueroa. There's a blooper down the right field line. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Powell makes a big turn at first, but will be held to a single there.
Second baseman, number 7, Chris Hess.
Powell, the lone Texan on the roster from Kingwood. His family's here. Everybody on the roster from the Northeast, except for Jordan Powell. So he will be the runner at first for Chris Hess. Hess with a single his first time up to 375 on the season. Up here with one out and Powell the runner at first. So Hess digs in. Now Carter with a slider that's drilled into left for a base hit. So Hess with his second single of the day. Now runners at first and second for Martin Figueroa. This said Figueroa delivered the sacrifice fly in the first inning. Has provided the only run of the game so far. Figueroa, one of the two switch hitters in the batting order for the Rams. Swings at the first pitch off the end of the bat for strike one. Figueroa 231 on the year. No extra base hits, 1 RBI, and 4 runs. Slider popped up on the left side. Zellweger shielding his eyes, moving over towards the Huskies dugout and battles the sun and makes the catch for the second out.
Designated hitter number 35, Sonny Oleana.
So that sun playing a factor with no clouds in the sky today. Also played a factor in yesterday's game as the Huskies took a 3-0 lead in the first inning on a bases clearing double by Blake Thomas that got lost in the sun by the right fielder. 2 outs and 2 on. Sonny Uliana at the plate. Carter drops the slider on the inside corner for strike one. Uliana flied out to right his first time up, now hitting .438. And takes strike two. 0-2 the count now on Carter. That one was breaking in on Uliana, kind of backed off, and it came back over the inside edge. The 0-2. That one misses down low, blocked nicely by Jake Pulshan. And it's 1-2. Uliano with a rhythmic pre-at-bat ritual rocks back and forth with that bat winding clockwise. Now comes set, and the 1-2 pitch. Down low again, and another block by Pulshan. That'll even the count at 2-2. So Powell at second, has the runner at first. 2-2 pitch, down low. Pulshan had trouble finding it, but picks it up, and Powell couldn't advance. Count goes full to Uliana. Carter sets. Now he spin towards second as Powell gets back. Carter looking in. Pauses at the belt. Now the payoff pitch on the way. Uliana swings and misses. Carter gets the strikeout to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
Russ Renault back here at Husky Field in Houston. Rhode Island with a 1-0 lead over HBU. It'd be Tyler DePretta Johnson to lead it off for the Huskies, followed by the top of the order, Spencer Halloran and Brandon Brents against Nick Johnson. Didn't get a chance to start on the Southland Conference scoreboard last half inning, but we'll get to it now. Only one other game underway. Central Arkansas leading Eastern Illinois 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Just about to get underway. Troy is at New Orleans. At 1 o'clock, Central Michigan is at Incarnate Word. Also at 1 o'clock, Fairfield at Lamar. Here's Tyler DePretta Johnson, junior shortstop for the Huskies. 5'9", 180, Rancho Santa Margarita, California. And strike one from Johnson. Went to Trabuco Hills High School and Golden West College. One of 3 Golden Westers on the HBU roster. Johnson misses up and in. It's 1-1. Cody Marshall and Gianni Castillo also from Golden West. A few Huskies alumni also went to Golden West. Strike 2 on the inside corner. DePretta Johnson, 2 for 3 yesterday. And takes strike 3 at the knees on the inside corner. So another strikeout for Nick Johnson. That's his 4th of the game. So Johnson struck out 10 in his first start in just 6 innings. Now it started off with 4 strikeouts through the first 2 1/3 here. Brings up Spencer Halloran. And he rips one down the left field line. And Halloran is rounding first on his way to second, where he will make it standing up. Second hit of the game for Spencer Halloran is a ringing double down the left field line.
Right fielder, number 2, Brandon Brents.
Second double of the season for Halloran. He was thrown out at the plate by Jordan Powell trying to score. And a single by Jake Pulshan to end the first inning. O'Neal creeps in on the edge of the grass at third base. First pitch to Brents is swung on and fouled back. Brandon 0 for 1. Flied out to left his first time up. Takes the ball high to even the count now at 1-1. Now Johnson looks in and comes set. Checks Halloran at second. The 1-1 to Brents, misses high. Johnson with a 2-1. Brent swings and misses. Now it's 2-2. Again to the Southland Conference scoreboard. Bunch of 2 o'clock starts this afternoon. North Dakota's at Abilene Christian today. Two on the way, misses outside, and the count goes full to Brents. 50th pitch of the game for Johnson. He's thrown 29 strikes. Across town, southeastern Louisiana is at 23rd ranked Rice. Stephen F. Austin is at UTSA. McNeese is at 15th ranked Arizona. Payoff pitch to Brents. And that misses outside for ball 4. So Brandon Brents draws the walk to bring up Austin Zellweger with a pair of runners on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Another 2 o'clock start, Arkansas State and Northwestern State. At 3 o'clock, 13th ranked Louisiana is at Sam Houston State. Wagner is at Nichols. Eastern Illinois will be in the second game of the doubleheader at Central Arkansas. Here's Austin Zellweger. They throw to second. Shortstop Hill had to pop out of his glove, but Halloran got back and couldn't pop up and advance. That Hill at least knocked it down. Zellweger struck out his first time up. First pitch on the way to Zellweger, a ground ball to second. Hess shovels to Hill for 1, and on to first for the double play. So Johnson pitches out of that jam, and we head to the 4th inning. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Coming to you in Living Cola.
The joy of cola. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola. Jumping, just enjoy the ride. Take your time. Joy of bubbles, joy of fun, joy of Pepsi on your tongue. Greatest taste sensation under the sun.
Refreshing Pepsi Cola from the wonderful folks who put the R in cola.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. Rhode Island with a 1-0 lead over HBU. Leading off for the Rams will be Mike Corrin. Will be followed by Matt O'Neill and Brett McManus. Zach Carter, right-hander, on the mound for the Huskies. Gave up the sacrifice fly in the first inning. Giving up 1 run on 4 hits. Nick Johnson for Rhode Island has given up no runs on 3 hits and struck out 4. Carter's first pitch to Corin is taken for a strike. Corin struck out to lead off the second inning, his first at bat. Now Carter's 0-1. A slider that is swung on and missed. Finish off the Southland Conference scoreboard. Fairfield and Lamar play the second game of their doubleheader at around 4 o'clock today. Central Michigan and Incarnate Word with a doubleheader. Chopper to third, Zellweger up with it. Throws to first for the first out. And then finally, 6 o'clock tonight, Missouri will be at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. That is at Whataburger Field. That brings up Matt O'Neill. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. O'Neill grounded out to second, his first time up. Carter misses outside, and it evens up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and away for a ball. Getting into that crossover time of year. Well, we're in it right now. Baseball, basketball, and softball all going on at the same time. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Chops off of Zellweger. DePretta Johnson grabs it and can't glove it. It's going to be an error on Zellweger as O'Neill reaches safely. Tyler DePretta Johnson had a chance to make that play anyway, despite it hopping off of Zellweger. But got a little bit too much on it. So O'Neill's at first with 1 out. And Brett McManus at the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Fastball low. So a lot going on these next 2 weekends. It's a full slate of HBU athletic action. Got the second game of this doubleheader coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And women's basketball is at Lamar this afternoon at 2 o'clock, followed by the men at Lamar, doubleheader. The men will get underway about 4:30. And then softball playing their second game of the day up in Conway against ULM at 5:30. Strike 1 to McManus, and it's 1-1. Baseball, the only thing going on tomorrow is a slider for a strike, and it's 0-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Another correction. Softball will be in action tomorrow. They'll play a non-conference game against UCA at 11:30. And then baseball begins at 12:30 tomorrow. Men's golf team hosts the Colin Montgomery HBU Invitational Monday and Tuesday at Cypresswood Golf Club in Spring. No midweek baseball this week. Do have midweek basketball. Men are at home against Texas A&M Corpus Christi on Wednesday at 7 o'clock at sharp. 1-2 on the way. McManus, a ground ball in the hole, and that gets through for a base hit. So McManus, 1 for 1 today. Now runners at first and second with 1 out, and Lawrence Hill at the plate. That was the 50th pitch for Carter. 35 have been for strikes. Hill 0 for 1. It's fielder's choice. Ended the second inning as McManus was retired at second for the force out. Back in the second inning. Breaking ball for a strike as Carter gets ahead in the count 0-1. And a swing and a miss. Carter now ahead 0-2. Two from Carter. Hill checked his swing. And Pulshon blocked it, and it's ball one. To finish out the schedule for next week, as I said, men are at home on men's basketball at home on Wednesday against Corpus, 7 o'clock. The women are on the road at Texas A&M Corpus Christi, also at 7 o'clock. 1-2 pitch, and foul back by Hill. Lonnie King will have the men's game. I will have the women's game on Wednesday night on the Legacy Sports Network. And next weekend, both basketball teams will play their regular season finales at home against Abilene Christian, the women at 3:30, the men at 7 o'clock. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss by Hill, and the third strikeout of the game for Zach Carter. It's now 2 outs here in the top of the fourth inning, with the top of the order coming back up for the Rams. Big Greg Cavalier, who is 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the first inning. Struck out in the third. Cavalier now hitting .429 on the season. Takes an off-speed pitch outside from Carter. A swing and a foul ball off the left side, now to play. Now even the count at 1. Pitch down and in on the fastball. Cavalier ahead in the count 2-1. Carter sets, checks the runner at second. Now the pitch on the way. This is just up and in. Now it's 3-1. That pitch misses inside, and Carter walks the bases loaded. Not everybody walked. O'Neal started off by reaching on the air by Austin Zellweger. McManus singled. Now Cavalier draws the walk to load the bases for Jordan Powell with 2 outs. Rams leading 1-0. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Powell is 1 for 1. Sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Singled in the third. Swings at the first pitch from Carter and comes up empty. A number off the end of the bat. Fitzgerald up with it at second and over to first. As the Rams leave the bases loaded here in the fourth, we head to the bottom half. Rhode Island 1, HBU nothing. You're listening to Huskies baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group. So.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Rhode Island holding on to a 1-0 lead after scoring the lone run of this game in the top of the 1st inning. Be 4, 5, and 6. Heart of the order due up for HBU with Joe Van Martyr, Jake Pulshawn, and Kerry Jones. Face Nick Johnson. Johnson's thrown 52 pitches through 3 innings and has struck out 4. So Van Martyr to lead it off. Joe walked his first time up.
Center fielder number 29, Joe Van Martyr.
Joe, the early season team leader with a pair of home runs for HBU, has driven in 5, scored 4. So Johnson's first pitch, swung on and lifted down the left field line, and that is foul. Joe turned on it, drove it deep, but out of play. Now the 0-1. And that misses inside for a ball. One from Johnson. Gets a little more of the plate and called strike 2 on Van Martyr. Now Johnson with the 1-2. Fastball misses outside. Two-two pitch now. Looked a little bit high, but called strike 3 on the off-speed pitch by Johnson.
Catcher number 40, Jake Pulshawn.
5th strikeout of the game for Johnson. So now Jake Pulshawn at the plate. Singled his first time up. That one comes inside, hits him on the hand. And Rob Heckendorn is making Jake Pulshawn show him where the ball hit him before he awards him first base. Hit him on the wrist. Now Rafael Serrato out to talk to the home plate umpire. That's why he made him show him where it hit him, so it didn't hit him on the. If it hit him on the hand, it would have been a foul ball.
38, Kerry Jones.
But Pulshawn had the scar to show for it. It hit him up near the wrist. And He's at first with one out, and Kerry Jones at the plate. It's really nothing to argue about when the guy can show you where he was hit. Off-speed pitch up and in. It's 1-0 now to Jones. Kerry struck out to lead off the second inning, his first time up. And that pitch is inside and hits Jones. So back-to-back hit by pitches with one out here in the fourth inning.
Designated hitter number 5
by Nick
Matt
Johnson.
Heck.
That brings up Matt Heck. Matt struck out his first time up. Polshon at second, Jones at first, each hit by a pitch. Heck swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. The 0-1, taken for strike two on the outer edge. Johnson sets, now spins towards second. Johnson's 0-2 pitch to Heck is a bouncing ball to second base, knocked down by Hess, but the shortstop Hill can't come up with it. It's going to be an error on Hill, the shortstop. It is a good toss by Hess. And the bases are loaded here with one out for Tyler DePretta Johnson.
Designated hitter, correction, second baseman number 10, Jack Fitzgerald.
Excuse me, the batter is going to be Jack Fitzgerald. Tyler DePretta Johnson had moved up to get the bat out of the way. As now Jack Fitzgerald with the bases loaded, grounded out to short his first time up. There's one out as the corner infielders pinch in a little bit. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up. It's on the infield fly rule in effect. And Hill makes the catch for good measure.
The shortstop number 3.
So now it's Tyler DePretta Johnson with the bases loaded and two outs. Tyler struck out looking his first time up. And that pitch is a called strike. Have to go up there swinging. Rob Heckendorn's strike zone is pretty big. It's called low strikes, high strikes. Johnson takes a long look in. Now comes set. 0-1-2 DePretta Johnson misses low. Pulshon at third, Jones at second, Heck the runner at first. 1-1 pitch. That misses down low for ball 2. Two and 1 the count. Bases loaded for the Huskies here in the 4th inning, trailing 1-0. Johnson's pitch, a drive to right, and that is down for a base hit. Pulshon scores to tie the game. The runner is held up at third. The Huskies make it 1-1 on the RBI single by Tyler DePreta Johnson.
Left fielder number 14, Spencer Halloran.
It's an unearned run. The Rams should have been out of the inning. But Hill, the shortstop, dropping the throw from the second baseman, Hess, on the ground ball by Heck. It's going to bring out pitching coach Kevin Vance to talk to Johnson and his catcher. And Coach Jared Moon will talk to Spencer Halloran and Kerry Jones, the runner at third. So 1-1 the new score after the RBI single by Tyler DePreta Johnson. Bases are still loaded for the Huskies with 2 outs. Jones at third, Heck at second, and DePreta Johnson at first. So now back to the top of the order and Spencer Halloran. Halloran 2 for 2. Singled in the first inning, was thrown out at home by Jordan Powell in center field. Then doubled down the left field line in the third inning. Pitch on the way from Johnson. It's a slider on the inside corner for a strike. Johnson comes set. Now the 0-1 pitch. Driven to right. Corin coming in, moving over towards the line, and he can't get there. That is down the line for a base hit. And all 3 runs are going to score, and Halloran is into third with a stand-up triple. The Huskies take a 4-1 lead.
Right fielder number 2, Brandon Brents.
So the wind carrying it towards the right field line, and that one just kept going away and away and away from Corin. Made the diving effort, couldn't come up with it. And Spencer Halloran is at third, his second triple of the season. Brings up Brandon Brents with 2 outs and a runner at third. Pitch on the way from Johnson on the inside corner for a strike. All of these runs charged to Johnson are unearned. The 0-1 to Brents. Check swing. Grounder to third. O'Neal up with it. The throw over to first in time. But the Huskies come up with 4 runs in the 4th inning. And we head to the 5th. Your new score, HBU 4, Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Whether you're just one person or a big group of 30, you're still a proud Texan. You don't want your highways dirty. So pick up roadside litter with your church group or track team, your business or your book club. Everybody keeps it clean. And when people ask you what you're doing, you can say, I'm going the extra 2 miles for Texas. I'm adopting a highway, end up with blue bonnets or beside a big corn crop, a sunset big as Texas, or a cottontail that hops. So take your stretch of highway and make it look first class. Then People will be smiling when their cars and trucks go past. And don't be too surprised if you hear somebody say, thanks for going the extra 2 miles for Texas and adopting a highway. Texas was the first to develop an Adopt a Highway program. Learn how you can adopt at don'tmesswithtexas.org. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Go to the 5th inning here at Husky Field. Russ Renault welcoming you into the broadcast on YouTube and the Legacy Sports Network. First game of a doubleheader. Have the second one coming up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Huskies score 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Big shot, a 2-out, 3-run triple by Spencer Halloran to give the Huskies a 4-1 lead. Be Zach Carter to face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Rhode Island, Chris Hess, Martin Figueroa, and Sonny Uliana. Fastball on the edge for strike 1. So now Carter working with a lead for the first time today. The 0-1 pitch. A slider hung out over the plate, but Hess flies it to left, and Halloran is there for the catch.
The catcher, number 22, Martin Figueroa.
Now Martin Figueroa, 0 for 1 officially today. Had the sac fly in the first inning to give the Rams a 1-0 lead. And then fouled out to the third baseman Zellweger in the 3rd inning. Takes a fastball outside from Carter for ball 1. As we'll have the second game of the doubleheader in between games. The 1-0 pitch taken for a ball. In between games, have a ceremony for head coach Jared Moon, honoring his 307th career victory, making him the school's all-time leader. Swinging a fly ball to center. Van Marter shielding his eyes, and he is called off by Halloran, who makes the catch for the second out.
The designated hitter, number 35, Sonny Uliana.
So Sonny Uliana comes to the plate with 2 outs and the bases empty. Uliana is 0 for 2. Flied out to right to end the first inning. Struck out swinging to end the 3rd. Takes ball 1 from Carter down low. So 1-0 count on Uliana, 2 outs, nobody on. Fastball down low from Carter. And a check swing. Uliana couldn't hold up and went through, and it's strike 1. A slider missing inside for ball 3. The ground ball to short. DePretta Johnson up with it. The throw over to first is in time. First 1-2-3 inning of the game for Zach Carter. We head to the bottom of the 5th. HBU 4, Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Tammy and I have been going steady since high school.
Tammy and Tommy, two peas in a pod, as they say.
We have all the same friends. We like all the same things. I mean, we practically even have the same name.
But there's one thing we could just never agree on.
Soda.
I have been begging him all these years to just try Pepsi, and I knew he would change his tune.
Yeah.
So, finally, I had him take the Pepsi Taste Challenge. And go on, tell him what you told me, Tommy.
I'm a Pepsi man.
Right? Gosh, isn't Pepsi so good?
I tell you what, I don't know why I didn't try it sooner.
Me neither.
It's so crisp and refreshing and bubbly.
Like me.
Like you.
I'm always right.
She's always right.
All across the South, people are choosing the great taste of Pepsi. Take the Pepsi Taste Challenge and let your taste decide.
HBU with a 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nick Johnson still on the mound for Rhode Island. Gave up 4 unearned runs last inning to the Huskies. He's given up 4 runs, none of them earned, on 5 hits with 5 strikeouts and 2 walks through 4. Be Austin Zellweger to lead it off for HBU. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Zellweger was the only batter not to bat last inning. Austin is 0 for 2. Struck out in the first inning, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the third. And he drills that one into left, leads this one off with a base hit. Takes a big turnaround first, will hold up there. Leadoff single for Zellweger.
Center fielder, number 29, Joe Van Marder.
That brings up Joe Van Marder. 0 for 1 today. Walked in the first inning. Struck out looking to lead off last inning. Takes the slider for a strike on the inside corner. So Johnson comes set. 0-1 on the way to Van Marder. Swung on and fouled back. Four to 1 HBU lead. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Husky Field. Zellweger the runner at first. Johnson with the 0-2. That one skips past Figueroa. That one was in the dirt. And Zellweger moves up to second on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position. And 1-2 count on Van Marder. Zellweger leading away from second. Johnson comes set, checks the runner. Now the pitch, and Van Marder swings and misses at a high fastball. So the 6th strikeout of the game for Johnson.
Catcher number 40, Jake Pulshan.
Going to bring up the catcher, Jake Pulshan. Jake 1 for 1. Singled in the first inning. Was hit by a pitch and scored last inning. Breaking ball down and in for ball 1. One 0 pitch, missing up high. So Pulshan now ahead in the count, 2-0. Johnson stretches and now delivers another pitch high. 3-0 now. No action in the bullpen yet for Rhode Island, but a couple of players heading down that way now. 3-0. That one's also high. Ball 4 to Pulshan. Reached safely all 3 times today. 2 on 1 out for Kerry Jones. Jones 0 for 1, struck out to lead off the second inning. Was hit by a pitch and scored last inning. He and Pulshan hit by pitches back to back in the 4th inning. And then Matt Heck reaching on a fielder's choice and an error by the shortstop kept that inning alive. Tyler DePretta Johnson came through with an RBI single, followed by a 3-run triple by Spencer Halloran. So 2 on 1 out for Jones. And that ball misses down and in. There is action in the Rhode Island bullpen now. Can't see behind the screen, but as soon as we can see a number, let you know who it is. The 1-0 to Jones. Misses down low, blocked by Figueroa. Zellweger the runner at second, Pulshan at first. Johnson's 2-0 pitch. Jones rips it, but foul. Just past the third baseline. Now Johnson comes set, checks Zellweger at second. Now the 2-1, Jones swings and fouls it back to even the count. Zellweger led off the inning with a single. Joe Van Marter struck out, and then Jake Pulshan drew a 4-pitch walk. The 2-2. Down and in. It's a pass ball on Figueroa. That's going to move the runners up to second and third. That one hit off the mitt of Figueroa. So now both runners in scoring position. Infield comes in for the Rams. So everybody on the edge of the grass. Payoff pitch to Jones and a drive to center field. Powell goes back. That's going to be deep enough to score Zellweger. Makes the catch. The throw coming into third, and it is not in time. Powell made a great throw, and that's going to bring Serrato out to argue. It was a close play, but it did look like Pulshan made it in there. So both runners advance. Now RBI for Kerry Jones has made it 5-1 Huskies. So Pulshan moves over to third. Matt Heck will be the batter with 2 outs. So Matt Heck will bat now with 2 outs and pull Sean at third. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the second inning. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Matt reaching on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. It's a ground ball to second. Hess on the flip to the shortstop Hill, and Hill dropped it and loaded the bases for HBU. That led to 4 unearned runs. That pitch down and in. Evening up the count to Heck, 1-1. The run the Huskies have scored this inning is also unearned at the moment due to the pass ball on Figueroa. The 1-1 to Heck, and a drive to right center field. Corn and Powell going back, and they're not going to get to it. That's going to go all the way to the warning track, and Heck is sprinting around second on his way to third, and he's in there with a triple. The Huskies lead it 6-1.
Second baseman, number 10, Jack Fitzgerald.
That will bring a visit out to the mound. We'll see if that is it for Johnson, or if that is just going to go out to talk to him. That is Kevin Vance, the pitching coach. So Matt Heck getting his second hit of the season. This is a RBI triple. Gives HBU a 6-1 lead over Rhode Island here in the bottom of the 5th. So Johnson will stay in the game. He's at 90 pitches. He will face Jack Fitzgerald. So following the triple, both of the runs given up in this inning are now earned. First pitch to Fitzgerald, a swing and a miss. The count goes to 0-1. Fitzgerald swings and a drive to left, and that's down for a base hit. Heck scores. Fitzgerald with the RBI single at 7-1 HBU.
Shortstop number 3, Tyler DeProto Johnson.
So now it's going to bring a visit from Rafael Serrato, and that's going to be it for Johnson. We'll take a break, tell you about the Rams' new pitcher. The Huskies leading 7-1. We'll be right back after this.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group. So.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
What's it mean for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, to send someone to your job site? It means electricians that pass basic trigonometry, calculus, or algebra are sent to your job site. It means electricians familiar with OSHA compliance are sent to your job site. It means IBW electricians made a conscious decision to improve their life and the lives of others. What does it mean? It means everything. To be the best, hire the best.
The time is now to hire IBEW.
New pitcher into the game for Rhode Island. It's a left-hander. Freshman Connor Romano, 6'1", 180 from Johnson, New York. Comes into this game to face Tyler DePretta Johnson with Jack Fitzgerald, the runner at first after an RBI single. That chased Nick Johnson from the game. Rams starter giving up 7 runs, 3 of them earned on 8 hits with 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 4 2/3. First pitch on the way is past Figueroa for ball 1. The wild pitch will move Fitzgerald up to second base. Tyler 1 for 2 today. Struck out in the third, delivered an RBI single to tie the game in the fourth. Spencer Halloran followed with a 3-run triple. That fastball hits the outside corner to even the count at 1. Two outs. Fitzgerald the runner at second here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Swing and a foul over to the right side, over towards the Rams bullpen. Romano comes set. Now the 1-2. A chopper to third. O'Neal charging in. Comes up and makes the throw over to first for the out. So the Rams are out of the inning, but give up 3 more runs to HBU. The Huskies tack on those to take a 7-1 lead heading into the 6th. So you're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
At Houston Federal Credit Union, we're dedicated to our members, our communities, and now the students, faculty, and employees of Houston Baptist University. From checking and savings accounts to loans, IRAs, money markets, and other financial tools, HFCU is ready to serve the HBU Huskies and their fans. Learn more today. Call 866-OUR-HFCU or log on to houstonfcu.org. Houston Federal Credit Union and the HBU Huskies. That's a doggone good team.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCAA.
Go to the 6th inning here at Husky Field. HBU with a 7-1 lead over Rhode Island. Zach Carter still on the mound for the Huskies. He will face Mike Corrin to lead it off here, followed by Matt O'Neill and Brett McManus. Carter gave up a run in the first inning, and nothing since. Huskies were shut out through their first 3 by Nick Johnson, but 4 runs in the 4th inning, 3 runs in the 5th inning. The Huskies lead at 7-1. The smash down the left field line, and that is just foul. Corrin is 0 for 2, struck out to lead off the second inning, grounded out to third to lead off the fourth. Off-speed pitch misses up high to even the count at 1. Today's slider, and Carter gets the swing and a miss from Corrin. Now the 1-2. Another swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Carter. It's his 5th of the game.
Third baseman, number 9, Matt O'Neill.
A chopper towards the Huskies dugout on the third base side. For strike 1 to Matt O'Neill. O'Neill 0 for 2. Grounded out to second in the second inning. Reached on an error in the fourth. There's a ground ball to the left side, and that gets past a diving Austin Zellweger. O'Neill is on with a base hit. His first hit of the season. This is his first action of the season. That brings up Brett McManus. 1 for 1, hit by a pitch in the second inning.
First baseman, number 11, Brett McManus.
And singled in the fourth. Swings at the first pitch and a fly ball on the right side, and will get out of play. Take another look at the Southland Conference scoreboard this half inning. The 0-1 pitch, blocked by Pulshon. So ball 1 to McManus. It's 1-1. 80th pitch thrown by Carter. Central Arkansas leading Eastern Illinois 6-1, top of the 7th inning in Conway. 1-1 pitch, misses high. Only one other game in progress right now. New Orleans leads Troy 1-0, top of the third inning in New Orleans. Two-one pitch. And a drive to right. Brent's coming in and will make the catch for the second out.
Shortstop.
Games later on today, Central Michigan at Incarnate Word, Fairfield a doubleheader at Lamar, North Dakota State at Abilene Christian, Southeastern Louisiana is across town at 23rd ranked Rice, Stephen F. Austin at UTSA, McNeese at 15th ranked Arizona, Arkansas State at Northwestern State, 13th ranked Louisiana is at Sam Houston State. First pitch on the way to Lawrence Hill is a strike. Wagner is at Nichols, Eastern Illinois at Central Arkansas. And then Missouri at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. That pitch misses down low, even the count 1-1. So that Southland Conference scoreboard will probably be a little more exciting during the second game of the doubleheader once some of those other games get going. That fastball pumped in there for a strike by Carter. Now Zach ahead in the count 1-2. 2 outs and O'Neill, the runner at first. Slider, chop foul as Hill stays alive. Hill 0 for 2. Fielder's choice ended the second inning, as McManus was retired at second. Then he struck out in the fourth inning. Carter sets. Now the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. Just misses for ball 2. 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Carter. And that will end the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. HBU 7 and Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toe tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side. Be there.
We're passionate, delivering expert neurological care for adults and children. We're dedicated, responding to neurotrauma and stroke with Lifelight in our Level 1 Trauma Center. We're persistent, restoring lives at our Tier Rehabilitation and Research Hospital. We are Memorial Hermann. And we're making neuroscience breakthroughs every day.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, top of the order, due back up for HBU. Spencer Halloran to lead it off. Connor Romano working his 2nd inning of relief. Misses high to Halloran. Spencer 3 for 3. That pitch misses down low. Single in the 1st inning, double in the 3rd, triple in the 4th inning. That was a 3-run triple to give the Huskies a 4-1 lead at the time. It's now 7-1. There's strike 1 from Romano. The 2-1 pitch, down and in for a ball. That pitch misses down low and gets all the way back to the screen. Halloran now sees it. Figueroa at first didn't
Right fielder number 2, Brandon.
make a effort to get back there. So Halloran has reached safely all 4 times today. That'll bring up Brandon Brents. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1 to Brandon. Brent's 0 for 2. Flied out to left in the 1st inning. Walked in the 3rd. Grounded out to 3rd to end the 4th. Romano sets. Now throws over to 1st. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for HBU, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error also for the Rams. The 1-0 pitch, taken high for ball 2. Brent swings, fouls back that pitch to make it 2-1. Romano into the stretch, and now the 2-1 pitch. Skips in front of Figueroa and towards the Rams dugout. Halloran will make his way up to 2nd. So wild pitch on Romano. And Figueroa has certainly had his work cut out for him behind the plate today. It's the third wild pitch thrown by Ram pitchers. There's also been one pass ball on Figueroa. 3-1 pitch to Brents, a swing and a foul back as the count goes full. Payoff pitch to Brents. The ground ball to first base. McManus has it. Steps on the bag for the first out as Halloran moves over to third. So productive out by Brents. Now to bring up a pinch hitter for the Huskies.
Attention, please.
It's going to be freshman third baseman.
For the Huskies,
It's going to be Elijah Simon.
Elijah Simon.
6 foot 190, freshman from Angleton, Texas, Brazosport Christian. So Simon replacing Austin Zellweger in the lineup. Probably remain in the game and play third. Elijah has one at-bat this season, so for one. Gives a big hack at that first pitch and fouls it back. Infield is in with one out. Now an 0-1 count on Simon with Halloran at third. Pitch up and in, hits Simon in the rib cage. So Elijah Simon reaches for the first time in his HBU career. Elijah and his twin brother Jeremy joining the Huskies this season. Jeremy has yet to appear in a game. So now runners on the corners for Joe Van Marter with one out. Pitch misses high. It's 1-0 to Joe. Romano sets. Now the pitch. Van Marter with a big swing. Fouled off the helmet of Figueroa. Also clipped home plate umpire Rob Heckendorf. So everybody kind of taking their time getting back into position. So 1-1 the count on Van Marter with one out in the bottom of the sixth inning. HBU leading Rhode Island 7-1. Halloran walked to lead off the inning. He's at third. Elijah Simon hit by a pitch. He's at first. Romano with a 1-1. Van Marter with a fly ball to right field. Corrin is there coming in, and Halloran tags up at third. The throw home. Halloran stopped about 10 paces in and held up. That one was not deep enough to score, but just wanted to draw the throw. Now 2 outs. Jake Pulshan coming to the plate. Jake's 1 for 1. Singled in the first inning, hit by a pitch and scored in the fourth. Walked and scored in the fifth. Pitch misses up high for ball 1. Time is called at the plate. Figueroa goes out to talk to Romano. And you're watching on YouTube and listening on the Legacy Sports Network. First game of this doubleheader between HBU and Rhode Island this afternoon. Second game coming up 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Romano into the stretch and the 1-0 pitch to Pulshan. Breaking ball swung on him. Pulshan just got a piece of it, and it's 1-1. Simon leads away from first. Halloran short lead at third. Runner goes from first. Pitch is down low and a stolen base for Elijah Simon. Second stolen base of the game for the Huskies. Now both runners in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Romano's 2-1 pitch, down and in. Three and 1 the count on Pulshan. That pitch misses up high, and Pulshan draws his second walk of the game, has reached safely all 4 times. Just has 1 hit. Bases loaded for Kerry Jones with 2 outs. Halloran at third, Simon at second, Pulshan at first. Kerry 0 for 1. Takes ball 1 outside. Struck out in the second inning. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. And delivered a sac fly in the 5th. And Nubbard past the mound. Romano up with it. The throw over to first. Dug out nicely by McManus for the 3rd out. We head to the 7th inning. HBU 7, Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Excuse me, is that your Diet Pepsi?
Sophia Vergara. Hi, yeah, this is my Diet Pepsi. I love Diet Pepsi.
Do you love every sip?
Nothing is better than drinking a refreshing Diet Pepsi and just reveling in its crisp, delicious taste.
Well, you know what they say. If you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, it was meant to be.
So I should set this Diet Pepsi free and wait for it to come back. Then it'll be more delicious than ever. Would you hold my Diet Pepsi for me?
I'd love to.
Thank you. What happens now?
Go, get out of here. It can't come back to you if you're standing next to it.
Thanks, Sophia. I'll wait for you, Diet Pepsi.
The only thing better than an ice-cold Diet Pepsi is a free ice-cold Diet Pepsi.
Love every sip at dietpepsi.com.
Coming to you in Living Cola.
Go to the top of the 7th inning here at Husky Field. New pitcher on the mound for the Huskies. Junior right-hander Tanner Luna, 6'1", 185 from Caldwell, Texas, Caldwell High School, North Central Texas College. Staying in at third base after pinch hitting for Austin Zellweger last inning is Elijah Simon. So, here in the 7th inning, Huskies leading at 7-1. Final line on Huskies starter Zach Carter. Gave up 1 run on 6 hits. Struck out 6 and walked 1 in 6 innings. Be the top of the order due up for Rhode Island. Greg Cavalier, Jordan Powell, and Chris Hess. Ball one misses outside from Luna. The 1-0 pitch. It's slapped foul down the third base side, just wide of the third baseline. It's 1-1 the count on Cavalier. One pitch. Chopper to the left side. Simon up with it. Throw over to first for the first out. So Elijah Simon seeing his first chance in the field. It's a strong peg to Kerry Jones for the out. That brings up Jordan Powell. Powell 1 for 3. Grounded out to 1 for 2. Sacrifice bunt in the first inning. They chopper to short. DePretta Johnson up with it. Throw over to first in time for out number 2. Now Chris Hess to the plate.
Second baseman, number 7.
It's 2 for 3 today. Single in the first inning. Single in the third, and flying out to left in the fifth. A strike on the inside corner. Luna into the windup, the 0-1 pitch, and a drive into center, a base hit for Chris Hess, his third of the game.
The catcher, number 22, Martin Figueroa.
So Martin Figueroa steps in. 0 for 2, a sac fly in the first inning. That delivered the Rams' only run so far. Fouled out to the third baseman in the third. Flied out to left in the fifth. The ground ball to second. Fitzgerald up with it. And over to first for the out. Tanner Luna comes in. Shuts the Rams out here. We head to the 7th inning stretch. HBU 7, Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
If you drive around in Texas, dude, you could be a polluter, and that's just rude, but there's a way to help keep the air clean. Gotta take care of your machine. It's the one with wheels, speedometer. This message goes out to both the sexes. Take care of your car, drive clean across Texas. Keep your engine tuned, keep air in the tires, make friends with a mechanic that's a guy with pliers. Please don't speed, that pollutes to the max. Don't sit there and idle, turn it off, relax. Read the paper, meditate. Combine errands if you can, carpool. Fill up with gas after dark when it's cool. If you see some car spitting out smoke, they're messing with the air, and that's no joke. The message is simple, it shouldn't perplex us. Take care of your car, drive clean across Texas. Doesn't matter if you drive a Ford or a Lexus. Take care of your car, drive clean across Texas. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation and the Texas Natural Resource Conservation Commission. Drive clean across Texas.
Good pitcher on the mound for Rhode Island this inning. Be redshirt freshman right-hander Ben Herbster, 6'5", 225 from Westfield, New Jersey. And now in right field for the Rams, Jesse Lee, the senior, 6', 195 from Bristol, Rhode Island. So Herbster will face Matt Heck to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning for HBU. Heck to be followed by Jack Fitzgerald and Tyler DePretta Johnson. So Herbster still going through his warm-up tosses. Herbster on the season, making his first appearance on the mound for Rhode Island.
Designated hitter number 5, Matt Heck.
Heck takes ball one low from Herbster. Matt is 1 for 3 today. Struck out in the second inning. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the fourth. Delivered an RBI triple in the fifth inning and also scored. And Rob Heckendorn going out to the pitcher Herbster. Had a bracelet on his wrist that Heckendorn is making him take off of his pitching hand. So the 1-0 to Heck and a called strike to even the count up at 1. Herbster working from the stretch with nobody on, and that pitch misses down low. It's 2-1. That pitch misses inside. Now 3-1 to Matt Heck. That pitch down low for ball 4. Matt Heck on with the leadoff walk. Brings up Jack Fitzgerald.
Second baseman, number 10, Jack Fitzgerald.
Jack 1 for 3. Grounded out to short in the second inning. Infield fly, pop up to short in the fourth. And then an RBI single in the fifth. First pitch misses low and away for ball 1. That pitch misses inside. It's 2-0. Herbster tall and lean at 6'5", and comes from almost a sidearm motion. Misses outside. 3 straight balls to Fitzgerald. .30 pitch. Hits the inside corner. Strike 1. Tyler DePretta Johnson on deck for HBU. .31 on the way. Fitzgerald swings and misses, and the count goes full. Matt Heck, the runner at first, on with a leadoff walk. He's going on the pitch. A chopper to short. Hill has it, and the throw over to first is in time. As Heck on the move took out any thought of a double play.
Tyler DePretta Johnson.
It's 1 out now. Runner at second for Tyler DePretta Johnson. Pitch misses low and away for ball 1 to DePretta Johnson. Tyler 1 for 3, struck out in the 3rd inning. Singled, scored, and drove in a run in the 4th. Grounded out to 3rd to end the 5th. A ground ball to the left side, and that's through for a base hit. Matt Heck will be held up at 3rd. The runners on the corners with 1 out for the Huskies here in the 7th.
Left fielder number 14, Spencer Halloran.
So back to the top of the order for HBU and Spencer Halloran. He's reached safely all 4 times. 3 for 3 with a single in the 1st inning. Double in the 3rd, a 3-run triple in the 4th inning, and then walked in the 6th. Herbster's first pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Heck at 3rd, DePretta Johnson at 1st. Halloran with a drive down the right field line, and that is twisting out of play. So Herbster now ahead in the count, 0-2 on Halloran. Herbster with the 0-2, comes inside. Just misses Halloran for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Halloran with a ground ball to short. Flips to second for 1, and not in time at first. The ball skips away. So Halloran reaches on the fielder's choice and picks up another RBI as DePretta Johnson is retired at 2nd. Huskies now lead at 8-1 with Brandon Brents coming to the plate. Brandon 0 for 3. Flied out to left in the 1st inning, walked in the 3rd, grounded out to 3rd to in the 4th inning, and grounded out to the first baseman in the 6th. Takes ball 1 from Herbster. Ball 2 misses outside. Swinging a drive into right. Base hit for Brandon Brents. Here with 2 outs in the 7th inning to bring up Elijah Simon.
Third baseman number 36, Elijah Simon.
Simon came in to pinch hit for Austin Zellweger. He's hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes ball 1 outside. The 1-0 from Herbster. Slider sinks over the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Simon with a drive to center field. Powell moving over and will make the catch for the third out. Huskies pick up another run. We head to the 8th. HBU 8, Rhode Island 1. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
Is it time to buy your first or next car? Let Houston Federal Credit Union help. Their super low rates and easy payment terms can save you a lot of money. Plus, their fast approval will put you behind the wheel of your dream car in no time. Stop by their office near campus at 6808 Bentliff Drive or visit them online at houstonfcu.org and let them help you get the very best deal on your new or pre-owned car or truck. Experience a better way of banking at Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU. Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCAA.
What's it mean for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, to send someone to your job site? It means electricians that pass basic trigonometry, calculus, or algebra are sent to your job site. It means electricians familiar with OSHA compliance are sent to your job site. It means IBW electricians made a conscious decision to improve their life and the lives of others. What does it mean? It means everything. To be the best, hire the best.
The time is now to hire IBEW.
Top of the 8th inning here in Houston. The Huskies out to an 8-1 lead over the Rhode Island Rams. Tanner Luna back on the mound to work his second inning of relief in support of Zach Carter, who went 6 innings for HBU, giving up the 1 run on 6 hits and struck out 6. Gonna have a pinch hitter here for Rhode Island to lead it off. Be Justin Jewell, freshman outfielder from Rochester, New Hampshire. Is hitting in place of the designated hitter, Sonny Uliana. One ball and 1 strike from Tanner Luna. Swinging a foul out of play on the left side. Luna winds and deals the 1-2, misses upstairs with a breaking ball that did not break very much. Count even at 2. 2-2 pitch on the inside corner, called, third strike. Jewell goes down looking. The first strikeout for Tanner Luna.
Right fielder, number 10, Jesse Lee.
So that brings up Jesse Lee for the first time today. Came in as a defensive replacement at right field for Mike Corrin. Takes ball 1 upstairs. And that pitch misses outside, and it's 2-0. And this is the first game of a doubleheader today. Game 2 coming up 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Swinging a foul back, and the count's 2-1. Just before the start of the second game will be a presentation to head coach Jared Moon, congratulating him on his 307th career victory. A swing and a miss as the count evens up on Lee. That made him the all-time leader here at HBU. Has since picked up win 308. The drive to right and a base hit for Lee. Lee gets his first hit of the season. He's now 1 for 4. Hopefully Moon on his way to win 309 here. Needs 5 more outs to do it. Brings up the third baseman, Matt O'Neill. 1 for 3 in his first start of the season. And drives this one to left. Halloran going back, and that's going to get over his head into the wall. So Lee being waved home and now held up. It's a stand-up double for O'Neill.
First baseman, number 11, Brett McManus.
I think that one was hit a lot better than Halloran thought it was. The wind had been blowing in today. It's kind of died down right now. So the ball may play pretty true instead of coming back. Now runners at second and third and 1 out for the Rams here. A ground ball to third. Simon will go over to first for the sure out as Lee taps home plate, and it's now 8-2.
Shortstop, number 4, Lawrence Hill.
Simon might have had time to go home and try to cut down that run at the plate, but gets the out at first for the second out. Swing and a foul by Lawrence Hill. Hill's 0 for 3. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Struck out in the fourth and then struck out again in the sixth. The 0-1 pitch. Down and in, blocked by Pulshon. Luna sets, now the 1-1, and a foul back by Hill. So a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Tana Luna, his second of the game. That will end the inning. Rams pick up 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th. HBU 8, Rhode Island 2. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're gonna pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're gonna have people that try to copy you, but they're not gonna do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Husky Field. HBU with an 8-2 lead over Rhode Island. It'll be Joe Van Martyr to lead it off against Ben Herbster, and for his second inning of relief. Joe is 0 for 3. Walked in the first inning, struck out in the fourth, again in the fifth, flied out to right in the sixth. Takes strike 1 from Herbster. Had a new catcher last inning, Kyle Bolio, freshman behind the plate now for the Rams. There's a drive into left field, a base hit for Joe Van Martyr. So Joe gets on the hit train for the Huskies. That'll bring up Jake Pulshon.
catcher number 40, Jake Poushan.
Poulshan has reached safely all 4 times today. A single in the first inning, hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th, walked and scored in the 5th, and walked again in the 6th. Takes a slider for a strike from Herbster. The 0-1. That one's taken for strike 2. Van Marter leads away from first. And that one skips past the catcher Bolio. Wild pitch charged to Herbster. 4th of the game for Rams pitching. Herbster pauses at the belt, checks the runner at second. Now the 1-2 to Poulshan. Fly ball to center. Powell coming in. He will make the catch for the first down. Going to have a pinch hitter for Kerry Jones. It's going to be Gianni Castillo.
Pinch hitting for the Huskies, number 25, Gianni Castillo.
Castillo has 1 at-bat this season. That came last weekend against Fordham. And singled in his only at-bat as a Husky so far. Comes up here with Joe Van Marter, the runner at second, 1 out. A good slider from Herbster on the inside corner for strike 1. Castillo, an outfielder, 6'1", 205, junior from Los Alamitos, California. Los Alamitos High School, another product of Golden West College. 0-1 pitch, misses up high to even the count. Herbster with a 1-1. Castillo takes a pitch down low. It's now 2-1. Van Marter led off the 8th inning with a single. He's now at second. Castillo with a swing and a pop-up on the right side. McManus moving over and will make the catch for the out. It's the second out here in the 8th inning. Now we'll have a pinch hitter for the DH Matt Heck.
Pinch hitting for your Huskies, number 33, Cody Marshall.
It'll be Cody Marshall with his first at-bat as a Husky. We've seen him on the mound 3 times already, but big left-handed bat for the Huskies. 6'5", 195, a junior from Long Beach, California. He also went to Los Alamitos High School and Golden West, so he and Gianni Castillo have seen a lot of each other over the years. Cody did spend 1 season at Long Beach State. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, takes ball 1 away from Herbster. The drive inside the first baseline. That's going to score Van Marter. Marshall heading to second, and he will be in there standing up. His first at-bat as a Husky is an RBI stand-up double.
Second baseman number 10, Jack Fitzgerald.
Now HBU leads at 9-2, bottom of the 8th inning. Here in game 1 of this doubleheader. Now Jack Fitzgerald comes up. Jack takes that one down low for a ball. Chopper foul towards the Huskies dugout. Now leaving the count at 1-1. Jack is 1 for 4 today with a double. Has driven in a run. Excuse me, has single. 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI. 1-1 the count. 2 outs and a runner at second. Fitzgerald swings and fouls that one back. Herbster comes set. Now the 1-2 on the way. Blocked by Bolio. Count evens up at 2-2 on Fitzgerald. That pitch is up and in, hits Fitzgerald, so he reaches first base. Now runners at first and second for the shortstop, Tyler DePreta Johnson.
Number 3, Tyler DePreta Johnson.
Tyler 2 for 4 today, driven in a run and scored. Herbster comes set. Now the first pitch to Tyler DePreta Johnson's a strike on the outside corner. I want to remind everyone, following the conclusion of this game, in preparation for the second game of this doubleheader, be a quick wrap-up after the game, go off the air, and then come back about 5 minutes before the start of the second game. The 0-1 pitch, and that hit DePreta Johnson. The bases are loaded. So now back to the top of the order and Spencer Halloran.
Spencer Halloran.
3 for 4 today. Single, a double, a triple. 4 driven in. And is also walked. So Halloran up with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. HBU leading 9-2 over Rhode Island. First pitch from Herbster. Down and in for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Halloran, ground ball, just wide of the third base back. Big basketball doubleheader over in Beaumont this afternoon. Women's basketball at Lamar in about 20 minutes. And the men will face Lamar following that one around 4:30. 2-1 the count on Halloran. Pitch on the way from Herbster. Low and away. Blocked by Bolio. Bases are loaded. Marshall at third, Fitzgerald at second, DePretta Johnson at first. 3-1 to Halloran. Up and in for ball 4. Another RBI for Spencer Halloran, his 5th of the day, as Cody Marshall touches home plate.
Right fielder number 2, Brandon Brent.
Now to bring up Brandon Brent with the bases loaded, and the Huskies now leading 10-2. Brandon 1 for 4 today with a walk. Takes a strike from Herbster. That one is inside. Brent's getting out of the way, and it's now 1-1. One pitch. Misses just low and away. 2-1 to Brent's. Two-one pitch to Brent's. Misses up high. So 3-1 count now on Brent's with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases are loaded. Herbster with the pitch. Swinging a fly ball into shallow right field. McManus gives way to the second baseman, Hess, who makes the catch for the 3rd out. So we head to the top of the 9th inning. HBU 10, Rhode Island 2. You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
At Memorial Hermann, we're many parts working in harmony, performing more brain and spinal surgeries than anyone in Houston, conducting groundbreaking research at our Misher Neuroscience Institute, establishing the region's largest network of certified stroke centers. Some might say this makes for an accomplished performance, but to us, it's all in a day's work. Memorial Hermann. Breakthroughs every day. At the Memorial Hermann Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, we're dedicated to the dedicated, who lace up before sunrise, who don't let a hard hit keep them down, who want the ball when the game's on the line. So team up with the Memorial Hermann Ironman Sports Medicine Institute at Texas Medical Center, Memorial City, or the Woodlands, where our affiliated surgeons, specialists, and physical therapists offer all athletes the elite care they need to forge ahead.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
New pitcher in for the Huskies as we start the 9th inning. It will be redshirt freshman Evan McDonald, the right-hander, 6'1", 180 from Friendswood, Texas. Went to Lutheran South High School. Redshirted last year, his first season at HBU. So Evan seeing his first action as a Husky. Face the top of the order for Rhode Island. We're going to have a pinch hitter here at the top of the order. It would be Sam Ilario. He started yesterday's game in right field. He will bat here for Greg Cavalier. So Ilario to lead off against Evan McDonald. Here in the 9th inning, the Huskies leading the Rams 10-2.
33, Sam Ilario.
Evan McDonald delivers strike one to Ilario. Now the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. O2 from McDonald, misses up and in. Hilario went 1 for 3 and scored a run in yesterday's game. The 1-2 pitch. On the inside corner, a strikeout for Evan McDonald. That is the 9th strikeout by HBU pitching today. Tanner Luna had 2, and Zach Carter, the starter, had 6. Did not mean for that to rhyme, but that's the way it came out. So now Jordan Powell, the batter, with 1 out, nobody on here in the 9th inning, takes strike 1 from McDonald. Powell 1 for 3 today. Pitch misses outside from McDonald. It's 1-1. A swing and a foul ball on the right side. So McDonald gets ahead in the count, 1-2 on Powell. So McDonald sets at the belt, the 1-2 pitch, misses low and away. Count evens up on Powell. Swing, and Powell fights that one off to stay alive. And it's 2-2 still. Huskies leading 10-2, top of the 9th inning here in the first game of the doubleheader. Pitch misses down low, and the count goes full. And as soon as this game is over, we'll wrap it up very quickly and go off the air and come back about 5 minutes before the start of the second game. Payoff pitch on the way to Powell, swinging a fly ball to left. Halloran is there and will make the catch for the second out. When we bring it back for the second game, we'll have a presentation for head coach Jared Moon on his 307th career victory, making him the all-time leader here at HBU. Right now we have a pinch hitter for Rhode Island.
For the Rams, number 16,
Be Alex Santos, freshman infielder from Woodland Park, New Jersey, batting in place of Chris Hess. A swing and a miss. Or strike 1 from McDonald. Fly ball to right. Brents is there, and he will make the catch for the third out. Evan McDonald with a perfect 9th inning in his first appearance as a Husky. The Huskies win this one 10-2. We'll take a break, come back in a minute to wrap this one up. HBU evens up the series with 1 win apiece. Listen to Huskies baseball on the Legacy Sports Network.
You just hit the flavor motherload.
Guaranteed delicious. Firehouse subs are packed beyond belief with steaming hot premium meats and cheeses.
Starting at only $5.49, it's gourmet subs without the gourmet prices.
Just look at our club on a sub.
And by look, he means try.
Smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, melty Monterey Jack, and bacony bacon.
Firehouse subs.
Starting at only $5.49.
One bite, one taste, you're hooked.
Are you looking for a totally free checking account? Houston Federal Credit Union has it, and it's packed with free services like mobile banking with person-to-person transfers and mobile bill pay. And Houston Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of HBU athletics. So stop by their office at 6808 Bentliff Drive and experience a better way of banking. Visit HoustonFCU.org for more information. Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
The good news is America is coming back. More jobs, more building, more of what makes our country great. And more cities and towns, more small businesses and big corporations are choosing the highly skilled, highly trained members of the IBEW to do the work. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is committed to doing the job right, on time, safely. America is making a big comeback, and the IBEW is proud to do our part.
Russ Renault back here on the HBU postgame show. Quick wrap-up of this HBU victory. 10-2 over Rhode Island here in the first game of a doubleheader. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for HBU, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Rams. For the Huskies, Spencer Halloran goes 3 for 4 with a double and a triple, 5 RBIs. He also walked twice. Jake Pulshawn went 1 for 2 and scored 2 runs. Matt Heck 1 for 3 with a triple and scored 3 runs. Tyler DePretta Johnson 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Winning pitcher for the Huskies is Zach Carter. His record now goes to 2-0. For Rhode Island, Chris Hess was the bright spot. He went 3 for 4. Martin Figueroa driving in the Rams' lone run. Matt O'Neill goes 2 for 4 for the Rams. And Brett McManus with the only extra base hit for URI, a double. The losing pitcher was Nick Johnson. His record now is 0-1. Huskies 4-2 now overall. Rhode Island falls to 2-3. This has been Russ Renault here in Game 1. We're going to go off the air now, come back in about 30 minutes for the start of Game 2. And don't forget to come back a little bit early for the pregame presentation to head coach Jared Moon. You've been listening to Huskies Baseball here on the Legacy Sports Network. Once again, your final in Game 1, HBU 10, Rhode Island 2. And we'll see you in 30 minutes.